Here I am again in my bathroom for another bathroom confessional. Have you ever thought to yourself, there's got to be more to the Christian life than what I'm experiencing? I know that I have. So let me share with you a few of the things that I've been learning. This past weekend, I had the opportunity to run the children's ministry program for Cerritos Baptist Church's annual family retreat. I had a great time working with the 1st through 5th graders, playing games with them, teaching them about Jesus, and spending a lot of time praying with them. But as much as I taught them, I think they taught me so much more. One thing that they taught me was something that just through a question that they would constantly ask. Every time that we had a game or an activity or a lesson, one question that they would always ask is, what if? What if this happens? What if that happens? They thought of what if questions about whatever their minds could think of. They had the ability to dream up hypothetical scenarios and ask, what if? I think that's something that I've lost as I've gotten older. Maybe you have too. Maybe we've forgotten how to dream. Maybe we've forgotten how to be creative. Maybe we've just locked ourselves into either what we think about ourselves or what other people think about ourselves, and we just try to fit the mold that we've already been given. We've forgotten how to ask, what if? But the problem that I see is that we extend this to God. We forget to ask the what if. We just stop asking. We put God into a little box that we think we know Him. We think we know about His characteristics and we think we know about His attributes, when God is so much more. When we learn about His characteristics and His attributes, we should be asking, if this is true, what if? What if? What if God is so much more? What if we don't know even a smidge of who God really is? What if understanding God's love is just a glimpse because He has so much more for us? What if? I think this has a lot to do with our experience of the Christian life as well. We forget to ask, what if there's more? What if God has more in store for me than what I'm experiencing now? And we just settle into the normal daily grind of being a Christian, trying our best to be good people and be the light of the world. But what if God has more for us? That's something that I learned this weekend, is to never stop asking that question, what if? And it really turned out to be an amazing weekend because these kids had no problem asking the question, what if? Let me share about an experience that we had this weekend too. One of our activities that we did is that we tried to listen to God's voice. And in listening to God's voice, what we wanted to do is we wanted to bless someone else. So for our activity, we made candy lays and we asked God who to give them to give us characteristics about someone so that we can give the candy lay to that person. We had kids come up with some amazing things that God was telling them. One example is a kid had this picture of a red t-shirt. Well, maybe it wasn't a t-shirt, but a red shirt. And so he went out and he looked for someone with a red shirt and gave it to him. Well, that person happened to be my mom. And so when I talked to her about it, she said that the kid went up to her and said, we were working on listening to God, and He told me to give it to someone with a red shirt. And you're wearing a red shirt, so God really wanted you to have this candy lay. And it was really cool, because that was just one of the experiences that our kids had, out of many. Have you heard God's voice recently? What if? What if God's talking to you and we're just not listening? Maybe that's something that we've been missing in our Christian life. The ability to ask the what if questions. So may you continue to ask those questions. Continue to see God as so much bigger than what we've experienced so far. Continue to dive in deeper and fall more deeply in love with God.